think that if I have to identify the key three processes that revolutionize and disrupt oncology today, I would mention in the first place the omics revolution, and by this I mean next generation sequencing, epigenomics and proteomics that are leading the way in innovative diagnosis, prognosis and treatment guidance. The second one is the eruption of immunotherapy in the clinical arena. This comes from the detailed understanding at the basic research level of the interactions between the immune system and cancer that have enabled new therapies such as immune checkpoint blockade and very promising cell therapies. Today, approved immunotherapies are available for about 45% of cancer patients, and in the near future we might extend this proportion to the majority of cancer patients. And the third one is the digital revolution. There are loads of data and information out there, and progressively complex algorithms that allow the mining of enormous databases, and those who master this type of information technology are those who are going to provide the next level of innovative therapies in oncology. Well, I think that it is critical to continue to cultivate nimble alliances with the academic sector. I'm from the academic environment, and with a small biotech, and also between big industry, big pharma. Being from the immunotherapy of cancer field, I can see that today there are over 3,000 counting immuno-oncology combinations that are being tested for clinical efficacy, and this involves very active and open collaborations between different pharma who have the ownership on different components of these immuno-oncology combinations. If I have a company in mind, maybe Bristol Myers has been leading the way on bringing immune checkpoint blockade to the clinic, and has been very successful in doing that, and has embraced innovation in different fields, including new biologicals, and in the clinical research arena, new clinical trial designs, and in the regulatory arena also very quick adaptation to the changing landscape in the regulatory aspects of these new immunotherapies. The most important aspect in my mind is to work very actively in creating and developing interfaces with patients directly, healthcare providers and other partners in the industrial field to deliver user-friendly application and interfaces that allow efficient identification of opportunities of new therapies, early phase clinical trials that are not necessarily in the neighborhood of the patient, but actually remotely. And so this involves a major effort in, I insist, user-friendly devices and tools that enable the patients to have an informed access to the best options that are out there. In doing this, artificial intelligence is also critical in scouting the evolving landscapes that are ever more complex and that also have the peculiarities, singularities, depending on the different countries, on the different continents.